Hello, everyone, and welcome to Get Work Wednesday. My name is Alexa Moore. I'm the Job Placement Coordinator for Society and Education, and I want to thank you all for being in attendance here today. And before we get started, I would like to formally introduce the Dean of Strategic Partnerships and Workforce Development, who has helped to make all of this happen, Andrea Visner.
Thank you very much, Alexa. Really appreciate it. I too would like to welcome you all to Get Work Wednesday webinar. Skyline College is deeply committed to making sure that during these uncertain times of the COVID-19 pandemic, that we're here to support our students and our community in getting jobs and really the preparation needed to compete for quality and living wage careers in our region. We're excited that over this summer and over the last 3 weeks that we are bringing to you a series of webinars that are really about being able to share opportunities and jobs that are available. And so thank you for joining us today. I'd also like to say a great big thank you to the Career Readiness and Job Placement team for all their efforts in making the event possible today. And also a great big thank you to our featured employers for sharing information regarding your open positions and your commitment to keeping our economy moving during this difficult time. And so with that, I'd like to turn it back over to Alexa Moore, and thank you again for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you, Dean Visner, and thank you, Renee. So let's get started on getting the word from our current representatives here representing various companies. I greatly appreciate you taking time to come and share these opportunities out with our students today and hopefully to fill these positions as quickly as possible. I would love to start off with Laura, if that's okay. If Laura, you wouldn't mind just telling us a little bit about yourself and a little bit about what your company does and what products or services it provides within the community.
Yeah, great, thank you. So my name's Laura and I am a recruiter at a company called Aerotech. So Aerotech does recruit for a variety of industries, but I'm here to talk to you today about positions in scientific, healthcare, and clinical research.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Laura. I'm excited to hear more about that. I also want to thank Barth for coming, who is also representing the company HSBC Banking. Barth, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and what products and or services that your company provides within your community?
So my name is Barth Frank. I'm the Senior Manager of the Graduate Development Program for the Retail Bank for HSBC Bank USA here in New York. I'm going to talk today about the opportunities within the branch network as a personal banker, as well as our graduate program.
Great, thank you so much, Barth. I appreciate that. And our next employer who will introduce herself is Olga, who is representing San Francisco International Airport and a particular company called Covenant Aviation. Olga, can you share with us a little bit about yourself and what your company services provides within the community?
Sure, thank you. So I work for SFO's Business and Career Center, and so we work directly with airport companies that are hiring great employees. And so we work with all communities, and we work with our local schools and colleges to partner and getting great applicants to fill these opportunities with Covenant Aviation.
Thank you so much, Olga, and thank you everyone for sharing and giving us a little bit of background information about your intriguing companies. And I know everyone is anxious to hear a little bit more about all those different positions that are available within them. So I'm gonna go ahead and loop back around to Laura, and my colleague Terrence will facilitate that conversation to hear more about the positions available. So Terrence, I will hand it over to you.
Thank you, Alexa, and thank you everyone for sharing a background about the company. Good afternoon. My name is Terrence Jang. I am the Job Placement Coordinator for Science, Technology, and Health. We'll start off today with Laura Lopman from Aerotech, and she will share us information about the various positions that her company offers. So, hi, Laura. Can you tell us about the available positions and what qualifications and skills are required for each position?
Yep. Thank you again for the intro. So I'm going to share my screen. Is the host able to enable the share screen so I can show a PowerPoint?
Hi, Laura. Yes, it should be enabled so that you can
Okay,
use the PowerPoint to describe the
okay,
description of the job.
perfect. So if you can all see that, I will start the presentation. So just to start off, I wanted to go over the topics today. I'll explain briefly a bit more about Aerotech, the career opportunities, and then any questions, of course, we'll answer at the end. So a little bit more background about Aerotech. We are the largest technical recruiting firm in the nation. We have a variety of divisions, as I mentioned earlier. So I work with positions in scientific research, clinical research, healthcare, medical device, biopharma, biotech, those types of companies. But we also recruit for engineering, some finance roles, customer service, industrial, administrative. There's a lot of everything. So I'm happy to answer any questions regarding those other industries. And the positions that we hire for are either contract positions, contract to hire, or direct placement roles. So the direct placement roles would be us facilitating between a hiring manager for a company like Stanford. We would help you find a position and get you that role, but you would be an employee at Stanford. For contract and contract to hire, while you're on that contract period, you would be technically an employee of Aerotech.
Hey, Laura.
So moving on, yeah.
Laura, sorry about this. Sorry about the interruption. I don't think the screen is shared.
Oh, really? It says you are screen sharing.
Or am I the only one having
What
this
do you
problem?
see?
I see a blank screen.
Let me try again. I can start it over and see.
Laura, if you don't mind, you can also just, share the opportunities out if we're having different.
Yeah.
It does say that you are screen sharing, but that's all it says. It doesn't show anything in particular.
Okay. Well, I'll move forward and I know from the previous webcast you might have it, so we can
Yes.
definitely, if we need to, get it out. So just about the positions that I have. So I recruit for in scientific, lots of types of roles such as lab tech positions, RA, QC, QA, manufacturing, clinical research coordinator, clinical trial assistant, regulatory roles. So these can all be in biopharma or biotech or medical device companies, also academic research institutions such as UCSF and Stanford. And then I also recruit for some positions which I'll be focused more on today, the dental assistant roles, but I recruit for healthcare positions such as the DA roles, the registered DA roles, the pharmacy tech positions, and medical assistants. So we're currently hiring for a company located in San Francisco in the Mission for a pediatric dental office. They're looking to hire about 5 to 10 registered dental assistants or dental assistants. They have some different requirements, some different certifications that are required, but I've shared those with Renee and I know she can get that information out to the students. Other than that, some details about the positions. They are 6-month contract to hires, typical Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 working hours. With these positions, they are looking at different pay ranges depending if you have the registered dental assistant certificate or just would be coming in as a dental assistant. The dental assistant is paying a little bit less, but still above minimum wage. The company is offering medical, dental, and vision benefits. They do offer a life insurance policy and a 401k with an employer match up to 4%. And once you would be converted to a full-time, you can accrue PTO, and you also will have paid holidays, and those are the benefits overall with that specific company. But if you are interested in other roles through Aerotech, for most of our contract positions, we do offer benefits that you can opt into yourself and a 401k that you can invest into as well. And so with that, those were the specific positions I was here to talk about. But again, if at the end you have any other questions about scientific or clinical research, I'm happy to answer those. Thank you.
Thank you, Laura. Those are really good opportunities for our students here at Skyline, as a lot of them is really relatable to them. I'm not sure if you know the answer to this, but since you're already recruiting firm, are there what will make the dental assistant, what will make the company the ideal place to work at?
Like selling points about the company itself or about the candidate? What would be
about the
like a
company
strong candidate? I think it's just a really good opportunity if you're interested in, I don't know, in the future, pursuing a career in dentistry, or even pursuing a career within being a dental assistant or a registered dental assistant. Your teammate that you can work with, the team environment is definitely going to be there to support you and allow you to learn and grow within your role. It's definitely very helpful to gain that patient interaction, patient-facing experiences, and just being able to be in the environment, I think, will be very helpful.
Thank you very much for sharing that information. Is there anything else that you would like to add before I pass it on to my colleague?
No, I think that's all, but thank you.
Thank you.
So Renee, you can go ahead and introduce Barth and yourself and tell us a little bit more about that position available.
Thank you, Alexa and Terrence and Laura. Hello, everyone. My name is Renee Liang, and I am the Job Placement Coordinator for Business, Entrepreneurship, and Management. I'd like to introduce Barth to speak about the positions available at HSBC Bank. And can you tell us about the positions that are currently available?
Yeah, so I wanted to talk to you about two positions today, right? So there's the personal banker position in our branch network in and around Northern and Southern California. Obviously, we're an international bank, right? We're located in cosmocratic A cities with our branch footprint on both the East and West Coast. These are great opportunities to enter financial services in assisting our customers and your partners who are specialists in the branch in brokerage, mortgage, small business, right, as well as premier banking. So those roles are posted on our website at hsbc.com under jobs and careers. I also wanted to talk about the graduate program. So the graduate program is a 2-year rotational program that's broken into 4 business lines. And you choose which business line you want to apply to, right, in anticipation of your senior year. So applications will open up in August at hsbc.com under careers, under students and graduates. You'll also see our internship opened up in August as well. And that's for rising seniors, those that want to spend the summer as an intern, as a stepping stone, possibly into the grad program following their senior year. So check back in August for those opportunities, right? Those are 2-year programs, rotational in nature, in retail banking, commercial banking, private banking, and global banking and markets, which is investment banking and trading, and you choose which one you want to apply to. We do have current roles available in around half a dozen branches as a personal banker right now in the Northern California market. And they're posted on our website. So you have an interest in that, right? Please apply to those roles. I do want to share my contact information, right? It's Barth Frank. My phone number is 212-380-6805. And you could email me at barth.frank@us.hsbc.com. So those are the 2 roles. Do you have any more questions, Renee?
Yes, thank you, Barth. And can you share with us what qualifications and skills are needed for the current position for the personal bankers?
Yeah, so personal banker, as obviously financial services changing rapidly, both pre-COVID and post-COVID, right? We're looking for people that are digitally minded, flexible, friendly, right? Have good soft skills, as well as good technical and analytic skills, and are team players. For the graduate program, more or less the same, with tremendous flexibility, be it that it's a rotational program.
Thank you. Yes, those skills are definitely great to have when working with clients and customers and trying to find the right financial services they need. And Barth, can you tell us some more about why your company would be an ideal place to work?
So HSBC is the 10th largest bank in the world. We're in 65 countries, right? Second largest overseas, the number one bank in Asia. And there's tremendous opportunities, right, as far as a career in retail banking and the other divisions and functions here in the US and internationally as you progress. What's great about HSBC is it empowers the individual. We want to hear your ideas, your opinions, right? Speak your mind, right? As long as obviously it's professional and in compliance.
Yes, thank you so much. The personal
Thank you.
Yes, and the graduate programs all sound really exciting, and it's a great opportunity for the students to learn more about finance and to learn more about business. And is there anything else you would like to talk about today?
Yeah, in a changing world, right? There's people that still need help with financial services, especially now. And there's opportunities, right? Obviously in the graduate program, but even more importantly, locally in your community within our branches where customers need our assistance and our advice.
Yes, thank you again for sharing these great positions with us today. And now I am going to pass the mic back to Alexa, who is going to introduce our next representative.
Thank you so much, Renee, and thank you so much, Barth, for sharing those opportunities. For our students, we definitely do have a lot of students who are interested in the financial world and in business, entrepreneurship, and management. So those are some great opportunities to actually hear about. I would like to introduce, last but not least, our final employer who is representing Covenant Aviation. Her name is Olga. How are you doing, Olga?
Good, thank you. Sorry for the technical difficulty there.
No worries.
Thank you. I know it happened earlier, but hopefully it'll be okay. So thank you for letting me share Covenant Aviation's current opportunities. So Covenant Aviation is the employer that's contracted by TSA at SFO for transportation security officers. So they are the officers that are the ones that are at the pre-security check-in lines. And just to share a little bit about that opportunity, there are about 50 opportunities available. It's on an ongoing basis, and the key strength that definitely need some customer service skills.
Thank you so much for sharing that, Olga. In regards to the company itself, what are some, in collaboration at the San Francisco International Airport, which is great, what are some of the benefits you would say or perks to actually being a part of this company?
So I would say the perks are one of career mobility. So you start off as a transportation security officer, and then you move into other opportunities. You can move in within the company to do a leadership management role. So working with passengers at the front desk, and then training entry-level transportation officers, or moving into the back office as far as doing like recruitment, outreach, training. Additionally, these positions prepare you if you're interested in the field of security for our federal government into the Customs and Border Protection Officer roles. Those are some opportunities. Also, Covenant offers really great benefits and health incentives, and there's also educational incentives. With this position, it does require that you be at least 18 years old, be a U.S. citizen, have a driver's license, and the ability to travel for about a 4-week training that's out of California. It's all paid for, but it does require training outside of California for 4 weeks.
Oh, that's interesting. Thank you so much for sharing that. I think those will actually be great opportunities for students who are looking to just get a little bit of out of California, right? Or out of, and get a little experience, but then also have potential opportunity for growth within the company as well. So thank you, Olga, for sharing that. And unfortunately, our last employer was not able to get on. She's having some technical difficulties with her Zoom. So we're hoping to be able to bring her back at another time. But I do want to thank all of the employers who are here with us today, who were able to spend their time, their busy schedules, to share these opportunities with all of the students. I did want to remind the students that are here in this webinar today, and for the students who will watch this recording and may be interested in any of these positions that you have all offered, that we will have an interest survey where you can directly let us know what employer or what position you're interested in, and we can get you directly contacted with this employer, and also support you through the application process to make sure that you're a qualified candidate and have all the materials needed for the application. So just an FYI to please contact the Career Readiness and Job Placement team should you be interested in any of these wonderful positions that these amazing employers have come and shared with us today. I'm going to open the floor up now for some questions. We do have the raise your hand option available. So if you would like to speak, raise your hand. I can allow you the opportunity to speak, so you can ask any one of our employers a direct question if you have one related to the positions that they spoke about here today, or in regards to. All right, so it looks like we don't have any questions. If you feel comfortable, have one, and you may also use the chat feature, so don't feel like you have to speak. If it's a little uncomfortable for you, feel free to use the chat and I can read the question out loud. So our first question is from Linda. Linda, you are able to speak.
Okay, so thank you for sharing the job opportunities. I did just want to ask, I did hear that customer service is a huge skill needed for both of those, both of the needed jobs, so TSA and retail banking. So I just wanted to ask, I have experience in fashion retail. So I'm just wondering, as someone who is studying social sciences and economics, would I be a good match for one of these positions based on the retail customer service experience that I have?
I'll let Olga go.
Yeah, absolutely. You're definitely a candidate of interest. I think in just learning a little bit about your background, it definitely, I think the position encompasses that that ability to view people and be observant. It is for our TSA line, so that's number one, is we're wanting to have our passengers be safe. But again, customer service is definitely something, and it sounds like you would be a great candidate for the position.
Yeah, I would add to that. Linda, do you have a background in retail sales?
Right, so I actually have retail sales and management. But like I said, it's fashion retail, so it is a different industry, but I could see some overlap there maybe.
Yeah, we're absolutely looking for folks that have retail sales in any industry. We've had a lot of success in our hiring the last couple of years of people into the personal banker role who have retail sales experience in other industries.
Okay, that's really good to know. Thanks.
Thank you for your question, Linda. Do we have any other questions for any of our employers here with us today? Okay. Well, I just want to give another thank you to our employers. Thank you to Laura, Barth, and Olga for, again, taking your time out of your schedules to be here with us to share these positions. And thank you to our audience who came to hear about these wonderful opportunities. We hope to get you connected with as many students who are interested in these positions, and as well as getting this to our website. So this recording will go onto our website along with the interest survey, so that students who weren't able to make this webinar for any reason are able to still hear about these opportunities and get these opportunities available to them through a job placement coordinator. And in addition, many of these positions we will share out through our job cards as well, so that students will have multiple means of hearing about these opportunities and actually getting in contact with us so that we can connect them with you. So thank you again so much. I'd like to also thank the Career Readiness and Job Placement team for helping put this all together. And if there are no other further questions, then I adjourn this Zoom meeting.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Collaborating with you all in the future.
Thank you. Take care.
Bye. Thank you. Same.